say was, Nola, say something nice to Mr. Askew. And I used to say awful things like, why don't you stand in a puddle and pull the water over your ear holes? Because he was only little.
I play every single part that I write. Male, females, maids, everything. I mean, I'm classic. If somebody was to come into my office and just stand there, they see this sort of demented gerbil at the word press. I'm going, and the first person that falls about laughing at my... I'm very embarrassing at any of my viewings.
No.
Because... dear, I'm not really embarrassing. I'm very cool and sophisticated. But it actually has never ceased to thrill me. Every time I see anything that I've written, I sit there and this sort of warm glow starts. And you kind of got to be sort of dismissive. It's not really, you know, happening. And then I sit down and suddenly go... And then if it's funny, I'm off.
That was Les Dawson there. That was a perfect Les Dawson.
Hey, listen, I auditioned for Grease, the original Grease.
Did you?
I auditioned. And I'll never forget this audition because they said we had to bring along or sing just something from the 60s, 50s, 60s. So all I could remember was that Connie Francis, Carolina Moon. I thought, that's the song. And somewhere I had this kind of ego that I didn't actually have to practice it. Because I thought, I remember it. Carolina Moon keeps shining. Oh, I'll hoof it. And so I arrived at this audition. It was the Mermaid Theatre. And there were everybody there. There were all the teddy boys, and they were when they're sticking out skirts and stuff.
What,
and
teddy
I was
boys?
there. Yeah,
In
well,
the skirt?
no, I was in the skirt.
Sorry, yeah.
She's never forgotten Calamity Jane, this woman. Oh.
Marvellous she was.
Anyway, they were quite... An American group of guys were all sitting in the front rows, and they said, OK, can the next one come in, please? So down I come down these steps. They were very, very steep steps, and they said, has she got a ballad? So I said, yes, I have, actually. So they said, OK, what are you singing, dear? And I said, Carolina Moon. And I bought this piece of music. I'm sorry, I'm supposed to be really seriously talking about my career, aren't I? Never mind. So I bought this piece of music, Carolina Moon, and I bought it in a music shop. So I passed it over to this pianist, and I don't know where they get the pianists from for these auditions, because they've usually got these guys, and they say, have you got the music? Now, if you're a professional, you're sort of saying, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, then I come in, a quick beat on the chorus, but I mean, I didn't know any of that. So I handed in the music. And the person before me must have been very tall because the microphone was out. So I said, could I lower the microphone, please? So there's a lot of... and down it comes. So, so this man at the piano said, excuse me, he said, where'd you get this music from? I said, I beg your pardon? He said, this music, where'd you get it from? I said, well, I bought it in a music shop. He said, this is an amazing copy of Carolina Moon. He said, it's one of the originals, you know. I said, isn't it the one Connie Francis did? He said, no, it's completely different. I thought, oh, great. I said, well, do you know the one Connie Francis? And this, as I'm having this conversation with the pianist, this laid-back voice said, could you please sing the song? I said, oh, I'm awfully sorry. So I said, just bang a note out. So there's, bong, bong. I went, Caroline, thank you very much.
Oh, dear. Dry. Yes, dry. Unsecluded. Prime requirements at the very least. Perhaps between the roots of this... Oh! Oh!
Mac, Mac.
Madam, have you lost your way?
No. Oh, no, on the contrary. Oh, quite the contrary. The most civil of you to inquire. No.
Oh, God, that blimmin' duck. It took us 2 days to do this, right? And there we were in a small studio in, like, at the BBC headquarters. And you take it really seriously. You go in and you do all this research. And I went to look at this farm somewhere. Oh, you haven't asked me yet, have you?
No, you carry on.
Oh, sorry. Oh, the ideal guest.
I love you coming on, I do.
No, you stand there, and I was like this, and my head was going... 2 days. Honestly, God, they must have thought it was mental case next door, the builders.
Well, why did it take you 2 days? Because, I mean, you do the voice first and then they do the pictures, so you don't have to match it, do you? I mean, that's not a problem.
Well, no, thank goodness, because if you did, that would be really, really difficult, because it imposes a performance on you. If the animation's first, you can't get any kind of your own personality into it, so thank goodness that was all right. No, it's just that you sort of have to do like 5 or 6 takes because maybe the rustle of the eggs or something like that isn't really matching. And it's great. I laid several eggs in those 2 days. In fact, I can feel one coming now.
Not in that frock, you can't. No.
I mean, can you imagine? Where's my career going? Bloody duck.
You had perfect casting, not only for you, but for the fox as well. You had Dinsdale Landon. I mean, it's the most wonderful foxy voice, didn't you think?
Oh, he's really, really good and ever so good to work with because he takes his work seriously, but at the same time, we had great fun doing it because he was really he tried to make it like this such a sexy, persuasive person, you know. Rather like yourself, Alan. Hello? Hey, girls, you think I'm in with a champ? And it was really good fun because...
They couldn't care less, actually.
No, but we take ourselves off into this little corner and we say, now, look, now this line here, why don't you think we ought to... And I suddenly found him turning into a fox. And it was take 5, because I was just killing myself laughing at him, you know. And he grew these whiskers, not actually for the part, but he was actually doing a Chekhov play or something, or Russian. So when he came in to actually do the voice, I thought, I think this is taking this character a bit far, isn't it? It's got these bushes, nobody will see him, you know. And of course, and then he explained, but he did say that enhanced his performance. But it's great fun.
Oh, you just reminded me, actually, because this beautiful audience, I had a letter when I arrived here, actually, because there's a very special birthday. I mean, would I be allowed to sort of, because I get so many letters sent to me, and I know there's lots of people who have different birthdays all the time, and this wee one here, God love this poor wee woman, says, Dear Rose, because, you know, that's me. It has been my one wish to see you live. That's my one wish, too. I am bringing my mother here today to see you as a special treat. She is a very big fan of yours, and it is her birthday. Ah. And it would really make her day, Rose, if you sang happy birthday to her, as it is her very, very special birthday. You're not going to believe this, but she's 111. I think that deserves a round of applause. She's in tonight. She's in today. Where are you? Hang on. Yes. Her name is... I think I've got this right. Doreen Baldwin. Mrs. Doreen Baldwin. Where are you, Doreen? Because I've got a wee rose for her and everything. Are you Doreen. Where are you? Are you sure? What? No.
Oh, I think I've made a mistake. Oh, sorry. She's not 111. She's ill.
Oh.
I could have swore she was in.
Do you get a lot of strange requests, people writing to you asking you to...
No, I get all types of letters and requests, bizarre requests and everything. I do from fans, and I'm delighted. I mean, some you can't do. And some I mean, I get asked to sing a lot of weddings, but I get asked, honest to God, you're not going to believe this, but I get asked to sing an awful lot of funerals. I mean, I swear, I mean, we're all laughing, but it's not funny being dead, is it? I mean, there was one time I was asked to sing at this funeral, and God, it was this man's dying wish. You know what I mean? And there he was. And to sing, you know, the old rugged cross at his funeral when he's lying in the coffin, just to stand up there in the coffin. No, not me in the coffin, but him in the coffin and stand there and sing. So, anyway, so I said I'd come along anyway because this man apparently came to all my concerts, God love him. And so I'd been at a meeting before, so I had my mobile phone. Well, it's not posh to have a mobile phone nowadays. Everybody's got one. But I had one anyway because I was gone to meetings and everything, and just in case my agent rings and says you're back on Pebble Mill Road, I had to bring it with me just in case. So it was in my handbag, and there we all kneeling down, you know, and said, oh God, I'm thinking, oh dear God, I'm dreading getting up to sing this song. And because there's no music or anything, a cappella, and all of a sudden did my mobile phone go off and started to ring. Everybody in the church is roaring and crying, poor Charlie's in the coffin. And there's my mobile. I'm thinking, no, I won't answer it. But then again, it could be my agent. I won't answer it, no, because I thought if I bend down and take the mobile phone out and sort of, you know, I'd draw attention to myself, and I didn't want that because that's not like me. I'm shy.
No.
But
Anyway, so all of a sudden, the vicar sort of said, he said, now we have a request for Miss Rosemary to go up and sing The Old Rugged Cross for Charlie. It was his dying wish. So there I am, and the mobile phone's still going. And I'm up there standing beside the coffin, and I'm standing there, and I went, on a hill far away, beep, beep. Oh, it's terrible. And I talk about being nervous. I mean, I was scared stiff. Scared stiff!
Oh, my heart! What is she like?
Oh, please.
What is she
like? Tears are rolling down my legs.
Thank you. You're going to be made a huge star in America. Now, what is this? What's happening?
Well, I went out there last year
Yeah.
for sort of 6-7 weeks and did the rounds of meetings and talked a load of rubbish and said what I wanted to do, and they agreed to it all.
So what did you say you wanted to do?
I said I wanted to do a comedy TV series, and
Yeah.
I didn't want to be an American. I wanted to be a girl from the Elephant and Castle in America, and I don't want to talk with an American accent because America's full of real ones that do
Yeah.
that. And they said, yes, do you have any ideas for programmes? And I said, yes, I do, and off we went, and I've just been signed by Paramount Pictures for a year.
That is brilliant. Who did you go and meet? Did you go and see all the stars and everything?
Well, I went to Disney and all that. You know, people go to work on Dopey Drive and things like that. It's true, they do. It must send you a bit funny. And then when you go to Paramount, it's wonderful. It's like real kind of like Hollywood, because there's like the Marx Brothers building, the Lucy Bungalow, Lucille Ball,
Yeah.
and the Wilder building and places like that.
And
Oh,
you
it's-
met a lovely man that I really like, Nick Nolte, didn't you?
Well, no, I didn't. I read for
Oh.
I read for a film that he's going to be in with Judy Davis. It was the most peculiar audition I've ever had. I sort of walked in and went, hello. And they went, hi, Lisa, how are you? It's really nice of you to share this afternoon with us. And I thought, oh dear, a bit odd. And then I was introduced to this man called Peter Weller, who's RoboCop.
Oh, yeah.
And he went, hi, Lisa, and he looked me right in the eyes, and I went all stupid and common. And then I had to do my audition piece, and I'm doing this thing with an American accent. I knew I wasn't right for it, and he's walking around the room, Peter Weller, trying to spook me out, making weird noises. And then he jumped out from behind a wall and went, whoa, and went back in again. I caught him out the corner of my eye. I'm doing this American accent, like, really, we gotta close the deal and all this stuff. And I went, oh, hello, what's he doing? So I didn't get that job.
No.
I've been done for speeding as well.
You what?
Oh, but the same cop in the same place within the space of 2 weeks. Well, I thought it was a village person jumping out into the street. Because they looked like one of the village people, the LAPD. He jumped out and pointed this thing at me, which apparently is a laser, 4367777, and got it? And I thought he was going to shoot me because they've got guns as well. So I swerved, and these like high school kids are on the pavement going, too fast. And I said, I'm from England, I don't understand the laws. Please, I'm terribly lost. I've got to get to Century City. Where do I go? And he says, I said, can I have a map? He said, I'll give you a ticket. He let me off. And then the next 2 weeks later, I'm going down. He went, oh, God, not you again. So he'd booked me, and I've got to go to traffic school to learn to drive.
Traffic school?
Yeah.
What,
Well, it's 8 hours of learning to drive the American way, but the way they teach you is to get stand-up comics. The
You're
worst stand-up
joking.
comics in America end up at traffic school, teaching people how to drive.
will you go and live there?
Yeah, and I want to live in the valley. Apparently you can't live in the valley, because if you're a valley girl, it's like being an Essex girl. Because valley girls are like, you know, they're, oh, really? Oh, stop it. Oh, God, oh, slay me.
Hi. How you doing? Careful, careful.
Oh, I'm not gonna hurt you, girl.
Slash my wrists with
I'm
those
not gonna
things.
slash you with my nails.
Now, don't you, how do you get into all those important little places with nails like that?
Are you applying for the job?
No, I'm not.
Quit it. It's very easy. I've just had them for so long. It's just second nature to me. You know.
Scratch and have your eye out, though, couldn't you?
No, I wouldn't.
How do you get them? Like, I mean, how do they stay that hard?
They stay hard like this from acrylics. There's an acrylics over it, but before it was acrylics, it was like formaldehyde over them with clear polish.
Formaldehyde that you put dead people in?
Yeah. How do you think they stay so well? It's kind of like saran wrap with chemicals.
I've never checked their nails.
No, they're nice. They're really great. Don't you like them?
I think they're stunning.
I think the men like them. They love them.
Do they?
They love them. Believe me. They love them. Get you some of these, girl!
I feel remarkably underdressed in this studio. I really do. I like this hair as well.
Thank you very much.
I ought to have a bit of that.
Me and Clive. Anyway.
Yeah. Now, you took them by storm this year at the Edinburgh Festival. You were booked to do a 300 venue, and you ended up doing a 1,000 venue. Was that a surprise to you?
It was a blessing for me, but it was a lot of fun because I'm really silly. And that's what people don't get. a lot of the things I say I actually feel. And plus, I'm just a real silly person. I just like to have fun. Yeah. So, but I'll tell you one thing. My show is not for the faint of heart. I mean, you just couldn't, like, bring a preacher there or nothing like that. Well, I'm sorry. God loves you, too. God knows I have a sense of humor.
In the audience, I should have told you.
You should have told me I know a preacher was going to be in the audience.
So, honey, wash your mouth.
I'm not going to say nothing bad.
Now listen,
But I am sinful.
How sinful? Have you got yourself a nice British boyfriend since you've been over here?
Child, please.
No?
I have not yet.
What do you think of our British men?
I think they're cute,
Yeah.
but they need a bigger butt. I like men with a butt. You know what I'm saying?
A butt.
Yeah, because you know a guy with a butt is a guy.
Yeah.
You know, because you seen that guy, that blonde guy named Fabio?
No.
Oh, he is stunning, girl. Yes, he is. They have him on. They paint him on those romantic books, girl.
Yeah.
Ooh, Lord.
That's your kind of man, is it?
Ooh, he just pumped up in all the right places. I ain't seen that many muscles since Popeye. I just don't know what to make. And and they ripple when he walk. You know, and a man can walk, and his hair kind of blows in the wind, and you just kind of go, all right, baby, get it. You just kind of want to do that.
So if you
I'm sorry, I'm back now. Anyway.
If you haven't been going out with a lot of,
No, but I like to shop. That's my sport.
Oh, you like
And I like certain kind, and see, a man that wants to be with me, he has to be able to shop.
Yeah.
And he don't get to buy nothing, he just get to hold my bags. Hey, I need his money. I don't need no back talk. Just get in your wallet, give me your credit cards, and get out my face. When I get a bag, I'll let you hold it.
What do you make of our British television, then? Are you enjoying it?
I think some of the soap operas are a little weak. Well, they are, because I live in America, and we have sex on our soap operas. And I like to see a little skin, you know what I'm saying? You understand that, don't you?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, like you've never had sex. Don't lie!
My mother is watching from her sick bed.
Really?
She is. Be careful.
Mom, turn off TV, baby.
I still want to know how, with those nails, she manages to... No, well, perhaps best not to go into that. We'll be back tomorrow meeting sporting heroes, past and present. See you then.
Just when you thought it was safe.
Great white don't come down to the Bahamas. Never.